guys, I'm Tyler James Taekwondo Kid. I'm a 3-time national champion in Taekwondo Sparring. And today, I'm going to take you guys along a quick stretching class. And all the stretches in this class are going to be static. The difference between static and dynamic is that dynamic stretches, you're moving, and static stretches, you're staying still. The first drill that we're going to do is going to be, you're going to reach down and touch your toes. All right, so let me start the timer. 5 seconds. So reach down and touch your toes. And make sure to have your knees straight and try to touch your toes and get as far as down as you can. So we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Each stretch is going to be for 30 seconds. And there's going to be a 7 seconds pause in between each drill. 2, 1. All right, so the next one that we're going to do the same thing, but with our legs apart. And reach down for the middle. And do this one for 30 seconds. So, try to get your hands flat on the floor with your knees straight. And your feet should be about shoulder width apart. You could go a little further down if you, further apart if you want, but the closer your feet are, like to your shoulder, the better stretch you're gonna get. And when I say better stretch, I mean I'm gonna feel it more. All right, so it's gonna be the same thing, but just reaching to the right. So middle to the right. And try to touch your toes, reach as far as you can, and remember to have your knee straight. So hold this for 30 seconds, and we're already 20 seconds in. So we have 10 seconds. 2, 1. All right. Now we're going to switch to the other leg. You're going to hold this and knee straight. Most of the stretches that we're going to be doing, you're going to want to have your knees straight, but not all of them. So I'll make sure to tell you guys. Hold this for another 10 seconds. And you're going to feel this in the back of your leg. That's the main place you're going to feel it. But now what we're going to do is you're going to bend your right knee. And I call this one surfers, but you guys call whatever you want. Like this. Bend your right knee. And your left leg is going to be straight. Right knee. And push on your right knee with your right elbow. And this is, you should feel it right here. Right there going off your thigh, the side of your thigh. Now you're going to turn out like this, and we're going to do that in 3 seconds. So turn out like this into lunges, and one hand on the floor, the other hand on your knee pushing forward. And I feel this one right here, right on the bottom of my leg. So another 10 seconds. Remember to push on your knee, and you really want to feel the stretch working for you. All right. We're going to stay in this position, but come up. You're going to grab your leg, feel it right in your quads. Oh, and try to stay on balance and get your heel to touch your butt. For another 15 seconds, you're going to hold this. 10, 9, 8, 7. All right. 1. All right. Now we're going to repeat the same thing on the other leg. So instead of having the right knee bent, left knee bent. And push push out. Try to make yourself flat this way. Hold that for another 15 seconds. Remember, you should feel the stretch right here. 2, 1. Turn out. And now we're starting. 30 seconds. And remember to push on your knee in the lunge position. The reason you want to push your knee is because you're not pushing your knee. You can only get so far. So push your knee, you could get deep and the stretch will work more for you. Hold that for another 3 seconds. Come up and grab your leg in 3 seconds. And pull it and feel the stretch right in your thighs. This is a stretching class, so you really want these stretches to be as deep as possible. Ooh, okay. So now what we're gonna do is middle splits. So get into the middle splits. And this one's pretty straightforward. Get down as far as you can and try to have your knee straight. You all heard of this one right here. For another 30 seconds. We're going to go into the right splits in 5 seconds. So, like this. Now, hold this for 30 seconds. After this, we're going to switch to the other leg. So instead of right being forward, and have your left leg forward. Left front splits. 10 seconds. Turn over through the middle into the left front. Hold this for another 20 seconds. And make sure to get your hip flexors as low into the floor as you can. So really push them into the floor for another 5 seconds. 2, 1. And now it's gonna be middle splits, but frog splits. So bend your legs in and frog splits. So like middle splits, but you bend your legs in. You don't want them to be like all the way in. You want them to be about your heel to be like sort of aligned with your butt. And get your hip flexors as low as to the ground you can. Ooh. Alright, so now what we're going to do is left leg out. So it's leg splits, but instead of having both legs out, only your left leg. And then we're going to switch, do only the right leg out. Ooh. So get your hips as low as you can, and you should feel the stretch right here on both sides. Now, right leg out. So, ooh. And really just try to get as low as you can to the floor. And you could even go on your elbows to get lower if you have to. Hold it for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to stand up. And we're going to stand up. And we're going to grab our leg. We're going to hold this one for not 30 seconds, but 15 seconds. So at 15 seconds, you're going to switch. So 5 seconds. And try to get your heel to touch your butt and really feel it on your quads. All right, switch. I was a little behind, but it's okay. For another 5 seconds. All right, now we're gonna go back onto the floor into butterflies. Try to get your knee to touch the floor. Myself, I'm trying to choose words, but I'm trying to get my knees to touch the floor. So it's okay if you're not there yet, because I'm not yet. Either. Ooh. Two, one. All right. Okay, now we're gonna put our left leg out, but keep our right leg in, and we're gonna pull on the balls of our feet, and you should feel it right in your calf. But if you could pull it so much so where your heel sort of comes off the floor, so you make sure your knee is flat, because you want your knee to be flat. So if you pull it off the floor, it's gonna guarantee that. All right, now switch. Pull it, and same thing as before. Try to get that knee flat and pull your toes so you feel in your calf for another 15 seconds. Next one might be a little more advanced for some. We're going to stand up. We got to do this one quick. And you're going to go into a bridge. And if you can't fall backwards, then you don't have to. Just do it from the floor. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. So any way you can get into this, if you can do a back bend, do a back bend. Or if you can't, just do a bridge. Hold this for 30 seconds. And this is going to be for our back. The back, almost everything in your body is attached to the back. So if your back is nice and wide open and loose, then you're going to be nice, wide open and loose. We're almost done. Now we're just going to do some cool down stretches. You're going to do some neck rotations. Oh, this sounds so disgusting for me. I hear so many bones crackling. Switch direction. Sounds so weird. All right, now we're gonna do arm rotations. Oh, wait a second. You can do one arm for a second. Switch. I'm gonna just do both arms though. At 15 seconds, you're gonna switch to doing it backwards. Ooh. 30 seconds. Last but not least, we're gonna do hip rotations. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do this one for another 30 seconds. Since the hip is really important, we're gonna do each way for 30 seconds. So now switch directions. You should hear a bunch of bones crackling, because I do. It sounds real disgusting, but it's okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna do it for another 5 seconds. Okay. All right. We're done there. Hope you guys enjoyed my stretching class. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow my Instagram and Twitter, also my Facebook, and my TikTok. And I also have a Cash App now, so go support me on there. They're all linked in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one.